Buenos días, nos da mucho gusto tener esta presencia de ustedes el día de hoy, y a mí en lo particular me da muchísimo gusto asistir a uno de los programas más exitosos y de mayor alcance que han hecho los amigos mexicanos de la Universidad Hebrea de Jerusalem. El programa Tres Expresiones es probablemente la muestra más clara de cómo un trabajo constante, permanente, de pues ya más de 2 décadas, ha permitido la presencia de la Universidad Hebrea en todos los centros académicos de México, y también ha permitido, por supuesto, que la comunidad científica y cultural de México conozca a Israel y conozca a los profesores y las profesoras que Dolly y su equipo han trabajado y han traído durante los últimos más de 20 años. Es mi primer evento como presidente de los amigos mexicanos que me toca el programa Tres Expresiones, y la verdad es que el entusiasmo, el compromiso, el trabajo que le pone este grupo de mujeres es el mejor ejemplo de lo que pueden hacer los amigos si trabajan con la perseverancia y el compromiso que el equipo de Dolly le dedica a estas cosas.
I would like you to know that the Hebrew University, in a lot of fields, she's a pioneer. She's a pioneer, but electing me as a vice president for administration and finance, it's not something that is very regular, not in Israel even, and she is pioneer in trying and to advance her women's professor.
Thank you for this invitation. Today I would like to tell you a little bit about our research. I will do it in kind of like a general way, but if I feel that you're getting too tired or stuck in any step. So first I would like to introduce my department and my institute. So we are part of the Institute for Medical Research, which is part of the Israel-American Association, which is largely contributed by the Canadian people. And we have a new research building that some of you maybe saw before in our medical campus, which is facing the beautiful mountains of Jerusalem. We're studying a bacterium that is called Bacillus subtilis. It's a non-pathogenic bacteria. It is found everywhere on Earth in the soil. It's a very successful one. And part of being successful is that it has 2 different modes. And one of the modes is just to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, divide in the middle, and make 2 identical daughter cells. So each time it grows and grows and makes these 2 identical daughter cells, and it rapidly and rapidly replicates and propagates itself. Okay, till it becomes like an enormous number of bacteria. On the other hand, when there are not enough nutrients and it feels a little bit stressful, there's not enough food, it is a little bit starved, so it can enter into a dormant phase, and it can form spores, which are the most resilient cell type known on Earth today.
The lecture is part of a current research project which aims is to reconstruct the history of the memory of the Shoah by deciphering the development of its construction in the context of the social and political changes taking place globally from the mid-1980s onwards. The text that marks this shift, in my view, is Annette Vieviorka book on the age of the testimony that came out in 1988, that introduced the era of testimony, or testimonio, from an historiographical point of view. The Shoah had become the metonym for absolute evil, and the memory of the Shoah the model for constructing memory, the paradigm that would become a point of reference for analyzing the past and could install itself as the basis for future historical narration. Tener buena relación con Israel significaba para ellos tener buena relación con América. Entonces los judíos inventan un passepartout para entrar en el mundo del politically correct.
Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure for me to be here, and I would like to thank the organizers, and in particular Dolly, Gina, and all the other women who opened their houses and their hearts for us. So thank you very much. Okay, so now we're switching gears, and I'm going to talk about barriers to the brain. My apologies, this is the only slide that is going to be in Spanish, the other in English. This is the Hebrew University, and usually it doesn't look like this. Those who have been there know that usually it's sunny and it's not covered with snow. So our brain is protected similarly. It is protected both physically against trauma by the skull, and also by other barrier that protects the brain from compounds that enter from the blood. When we use drugs, for example, toxins, these compounds don't always enter into the brain because of this barrier. And this is what we call the blood-brain barrier. To allow foreign compounds to enter the brain is a recipe for chaos. And this is probably the reason for the evolutionary development of the blood-brain barrier.